information is the second mega reality. We are drowning in information every place we turn. I did a study for my book, Breathing Space, when it first came out in 1990. I found in 1990, more information was generated on Earth in 24 hours than you could take in the rest of your life. In other words, if you were to watch all the broadcasts on TV, listen to all the radio programs, read all the newspapers, read the books that just became newly available within a 24-hour period in 1990, it would take you roughly 80 years. Now, a gentleman born in the 80s, what year were you born? 83. 83, all right, so that makes you 28 right now. Is that correct? If you live to 108, in 1990, it would take you the rest of your life just to take in everything, to absorb everything that became newly available in one day. It would take you the rest of your life, in 1990, just to take all that in. Now, I could give you the progression up till today, but here's what's happened. I'll spare you. Today, in less than a second, far less than a second, more information becomes newly available than you could take in what?
Your life.
The rest of your life. So in other words, every second, every one of those represents a lifetime of information becoming newly available. So if you were to just attempt to absorb the books, the articles, the websites, the zines, the bulletins, the fact sheets, the memos, the FAQs, TV shows, the movies, that became available for the first time within that 1 second interval, it would take you the rest of your life. Now, the next second, it repeats, it repeats, it repeats, it repeats. How many have heard the term information explosion? There are no words to describe what we're subject to. When every second represents a lifetime's worth of new information, newly available information, every second, we are the most bombarded generation in the history of the world. It's not even close. No other group at any other time ever experienced anything like we're experiencing now. You're beginning to see that the issue is not personal. You're beginning to see that it isn't because you read a time management book or went to a stress management seminar or read this article or did this or did that, that it doesn't seem to help, because we're in beyond a tidal wave of stimulus coming at us in all directions, all the time, even while we sleep, even while we're in Greenville. I have news for you. Just before this session began, I went around to all of your desks, and you know what? People put more stuff on it while you're gone. Can you imagine that? There's more stuff in your in-bin. And while you've been sitting here, last 40 minutes, while you've been sitting here, guess what? You have more phone calls. Your little mobile devices are loaded with more stuff that's available now. There's about 5 or 6 more apps that you need to know about, and 3 or 4 new cool websites, etc., etc., etc. So every place we turn, information over the top.